couple orders. I'm gonna grab this one out of Rising Pies. I picked up some from Jersey Mike's a minute ago. And then we're gonna take them and drop them off. See what area they take us in. Get to show y'all. First drop off gonna be this pizza drop off. Get this one out the way. I think it's gonna take us up past. South Avenue. So we're gonna go back around South Avenue. This is the part, plaza over there. That's the $1.50, or used to be the $1.50 movie. It's called Movies 8 now, and Target and Crumble Cookie and all that type of stuff out here in this area. We're gonna weave through to get these two dropped off. Some more Boardman, Ohio action. People from Youngstown who couldn't afford the city but wanted, I guess, somewhat better environment, moved to Boardman and the west side, the far west side, which is called Austintown, which is another suburb of Youngstown, Canfield or Poland, to kind of get away from the city when it was bad. But like I say, now the city ain't too bad no more. Really. It's cool. Do this drop off of Thalia. I believe that's in Struthers. So we'll probably be going back down Matthews Road. Another drop off, it looks like it's back on the north side somewhere, or around the campus area, YSU campus. So I might get to show y'all a little bit more of YSU campus area. This area we round through right now is another Boardman neighborhood between 224 and between adjacent to, I guess, 224 and South Avenue and Boardman. It's a little cut through, a little shortcut to catch them all, you know what I mean? But just a nice little cut through, so you can avoid a couple of them. Take me this time. It's taking me to a different part of Struthers. We were on the beginning side. This side would be more towards the Youngstown side of Struthers, even though Struthers is still pretty much Youngstown. Everything is clumped together. Keep the content going for y'all every day. I want to post as often as possible so I can share these videos with y'all, let y'all see what it's like DoorDash, and just generally let y'all see what it's like riding around in Youngstown. You know, see y'all get to see the city. Mahoney County is a cool place. I think it's gonna have its turnaround again, where it's gonna turn into, you know, an entertainment destination. Once we get rid of some of the people trying to hold back the city from finding a new industry. First couple of YouTube videos I ever did, so hopefully they keep getting better and better as I do them, and I get to show y'all more content, different content. But I'm giving this a go to, you know, see what it's like, you know. I'm gonna try to get another harness for the phone, so I can actually walk y'all into some of the restaurants when I go pick up the food. So y'all can see from that point of view too, the areas when I'm walking around and everything. But like I say, right now, I'm just starting it off to, you know, just to see what it's like, see what y'all like, so I can bring y'all more content. So we split off South Avenue that time. It's different from the way that we came back up to Boardman. And that's why I say everything is just so connected on the edge. Now we're gonna turn this corner, and now we're pretty much on the edge of Youngstown, Struthers, and Boardman. And we'll be crossing over into Struthers in a second. And this will be our first drop off of this pizza thing. This is a fairly decent trip for a Sunday night. It's about $8 to $8 for 10 miles. I don't do a lot of these. Usually the trip got to be a minimum double the miles that I'm traveling. That's how I prefer to do most trips, but Sunday night was slow, and this is like one of the first times I was making content, so I wanted to move around a little bit so y'all get to see something. And it wasn't just like a time for the day. Side of Youngstown, so y'all get to see some of the north side on this next run. Get up out of that driveway. People do not show where that driveway is. That is terrible. It look like it's gonna try to take us on the freeway on this one, so it might be going across 680. This is Struthers we ride through. This is another one of them nice little areas. It ain't a bad area. Everywhere then, took their hit from the opioid epidemic, but a lot of the outskirts around Youngstown, because almost every area in Youngstown has its own police department, which includes each suburb. During the height of most criminal activity that was taking place in the city, police in certain suburbs kept the crime pushed down into Youngstown, and that's why Youngstown looks so much worse than a lot of the suburbs and the areas around it, just because they pretty much try to concentrate the crime or the way people move into a certain area, so people weren't able to do certain activities as boldly as they did in Youngstown and a lot of the suburbs. And I'm sure that's the same with typically any city in America. Where you live, where you from, I'm sure it was the same thing. Alright, so we're gonna go over here and we're gonna jump on 689 north, and we're gonna go ahead over here to the north side of Youngstown. This is the highway 680. It runs from pretty much into Youngstown that Penguin Brewery Company was from downtown. That area would be the east side. In Youngstown. Yeah, this is towards the east side of Youngstown. See where they take us off the highway at to get to this McBride. But this would, if you were on 680 and you were headed this direction, this would be considered going towards the east side. See why it's off in the distance and downtown Youngstown where you see the lights in the background and YSU area all over there to the left. So I'm taking 680 to Albert Street, so yeah, it's definitely the east side. They got us getting off on Albert. That's the center of that's the center edge of the east side. I would call that maybe McGuffey area. That building you see ahead, that was supposed to be, that you see up there to the right, that was supposed to be a cold can company, but they started the project and I guess the guy pulled out, so the city was suing them for the property, but I don't know what they're gonna do with the property in the end. Hopefully something good. Albert Street on the east side of Youngstown, so we did get to bring y'all to a new area. We're going to take Albert Street to McGuffey Road. I grew up on this side of town too. After I moved from the south side, I lived up here on the east side for a long time. This area right here, people from the city, we call it Death Valley. A lot of people that got shot at that gas station, this gas station, right? It was bad over here for a while. Like I say now, ain't hardly nobody here, so you don't get crime and it ain't as bad and as much trouble as it used to be. It's more quiet. McGuffey Plaza. It was when I was a kid. It was Foot Locker, Family Dollar. We had restaurants, banks, all over in this area where this plaza is. Now we had everything there. Now it's not there now. But over here to the right, we got a place called Harmony Grill coming up. We call it Foster's, people from the city, but Harmony Grill, yeah. They got some of the best food in the entire city. The best. And that's like, I say, one of those little restaurants that's off the grid. The guy is black owned business. The guy, he been there, I think, since, sorry about that, let me get off this bumpy road. The guy who owned Harmony Grill originally, he had been there, I believe, since the 60s, the late 60s, and he passed away a couple years ago, and now his kids have taken over the business, so they're running a restaurant and a store now. It's a restaurant and a store connected together, so it's kind of nice. It's a nice little area. On the way out of here, I'm gonna take y'all through La La Land. These apartments were called the McGuffey Terrace that we ride through now. This area used to be bad too, but now it's, like I say, people with kids, families, old people. Like it ain't a tough place no more, and that's a good thing. You know, it's not a bad place anymore like it was. Drop off. So